Welcome back to Chronically Off Topic.
A kind of deep, kind of dumb podcast.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Megan.
So, thanks for coming back. Last week, we had a little bit of a sick day.
It happens with babies.
Yeah, babies are germy, and we can't contaminate new little baby.
Yes. So thank you for coming back. We appreciate it. We missed y'all.
Yeah, we did. We missed you a lot.
So before our little break, we were talking the prior week about my dog Todd and how he tried to kill us. If you didn't, you can go back and watch that.
Murderous dogs.
Murderous Todd. But what it reminded me of is we had cameras in my old house that recorded just daily life, but sometimes funny things. And what I wanted to tell you was this I think it's hilarious story. about one time I was, oh my God, long story short. I was taking a Lyft or an Uber to a friend's house because there would be drinking involved, wanted to be safe. I ordered the Lyft.
That's very important.
I think it is. You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
And I ordered the Uber and the guy looked suspiciously creepy. He looked like he could have been Jeffrey Dahmer. He wore those the glasses that have like the connecty thing?
Glasses.
That
the
means
rapist glasses. The
rapist glasses. So I was like, I ordered it, and of course I didn't want to cancel the Uber because I wanted to go to the event.
Right.
But I was like, this guy might pull some things, so I should be prepared. And I was by myself. My husband was at work. So I decided to bust out my pepper spray that was still in like a plastic. I think my mom gave it to me. And every woman should have pepper spray.
Yeah, we really should for these cases.
For this. So I didn't open it yet. So I was like, I should put it on my key ring for this journey. And I opened it. And then I thought I should also test it real quick. Just because
I've never used pepper spray.
That's what I thought. I'm like, what if I have to use it and then I can't? And then I like get murdered and I don't get a chance to use my pepper spray.
Yourself or...
Well, that's kind of where we're going with this. And so the Uber's on its way, like 15-minute countdown. I'm all ready to go. I put the pepper spray and I'm like, all right. So where do I go spray it? In the house, in my garbage can. I decide that if I spray it inside the garbage can, the lid will shut and it'll be totally fine. So I do this and I'm like, oh, that's easy. It's just a little button to push down, and I spray it, and immediately it's in my eyes. My eyes are running, my nose, like snot everywhere. I run to the sink and I'm like crying my eyes out, and then I'm like, well, that was stupid, Megan. Like, way to go. Why would you think pepper spray is not gonna it's a air soluble
because you've never used it, so how would you know?
So I'm crying, and then I think I should go grab new makeup so I can like bring it with me in the Uber and do my makeup because I'm crying, my eyeliner, everything's falling. And then I'm like, while I'm grabbing that, this is how my mind works. While I'm grabbing that, I go, if my husband gets home and he this poor man is like trying to like throw something away and he gets pepper sprayed, he's going to hate me. So I think, let me not tell him, not communicate with him that there's pepper spray in the garbage. Let me hide the evidence of my stupidity. So I walk back into the kitchen to move the trash can outside to hide it from him. And as I'm walking towards the trash can, little did I know I sprayed the floor, and this is tile. And so as I'm walking towards it, I step and slip, legs out. I dent the trash can. Sorry, I hit my mic too. Dent the trash can. And now the trash can's on me on the ground. I am now crying again. I pepper spray myself twice in this situation. I'm like, and
I just picture you like, no offense, but like the complete opposite of graceful. Like you.
Oh, there was no grace in the building.
Aggressively like kicking the trash can, like the most aggressive way that this could.
And
possibly
I
happen.
imagine it in slow mo because it felt like it was in slow mo. So I'm like, ooh, but oh my God! So I'm laying there contemplating: do I even want to go anymore? Like I'm crying, my eyes are like swollen.
That's it. I'm not going.
And oh my God! So then. Speed up a little. So now my Uber's like here. It's like texting me like, your Uber's here, get in. And I'm like, crying in my makeup. I have it with me. I'm now texting my husband like, there's a mess in the kitchen. I'll explain later. I'm walking to the Uber and I'm like,
this is it. This is how I die.
I'm like,
your defenses are down.
And like, I don't even remember if I brought the pepper spray at this point because I think I was angry at the pepper spray for my poor choices. And so I get in and I sit down, and this nice gentleman, his whole car, and I shit you not, the whole car had crucifixes, crosses, pamphlets. Did you hear about your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Howard's number one fan.
Howard's number one fan was this driver, and I judged him based on his appearance. And I pepper sprayed myself twice, hurt myself, broke my trash can. Oh my God.
You couldn't have been safer.
I couldn't have been more safe. We had a lovely chat about like favorite Bible verses, and like it was lovely, and I just feel so dumb about that. But also it was on camera, so my husband, not only did I tell him then later this, or he got to watch it. It's deleted now. There will not be on social.
I was about to say, can we post it?
I was so embarrassed by my behavior, but yeah, so that's how I pepper spray myself twice through a trash can and was rolling on the ground. Yeah, the imagery is fantastic. I wish I didn't delete it. Now, who knew I would want to tell and share this now that I'm okay with it? But
right. That's so anyway, the dangers of pre-gaming too. You pre-game a little bit and then
there was pre-gaming involved.
And you're like, I'm going to do stupid things.
Clearly. So that's my peppers. Have you ever pepper sprayed yourself or sprayed it?
No, but for a very long time, my mom bought me a pepper spray. It was called Damsel in Distress. And it was like a special one that left, like it turned their faces blue or something. Oh,
like the dye packs, like when you rob a bank.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah. But I carried it in my purse for like way too long, and sometimes it would unlock, and I don't know how I never sprayed myself.
Pulled out your phone and it's like blue.
Yeah, or just, get gassed out in my car.
Your hands are blue and people think you robbed a bank. Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I've never... I think it'd be fun to pepper spray someone one day.
Someone, not yourself. Not yourself. No, it's not fun.
Myself. No, I can't imagine.
Yeah, it didn't feel too good.
That's funny. How are we going to segue this? What are we going to talk about?
I don't even know how.
I feel nervous today.
I don't think there's any way to segue that. But also, okay, so in the car, me and Jake were driving the other day. Don't know how this came up. But did you I think everyone had to take PE in high school or physical education. Okay. I didn't love it. And I grew up, like I said, a tomboy. I love sports. I'm always the one that wanted to play and but you had to dress out and like change into the PE clothes.
Yeah.
So
wait, what grade? What are we talking about? What grade are we talking here? Because
like ninth grade.
Ninth grade? Oh, you were taking PE?
All in high school I took PE.
Okay, well, that was by choice because you only had to take PE in middle school. Okay,
so I took it by choice because I liked it. I liked the stuff, but I didn't know I had this like awful teacher who made us run a mile every day.
What the hell?
Which is all. And I am not built for short running sprints. I'm an endurance runner, a slow burn. These quads were built for endurance.
We're going to go back a little bit. How the hell do you run a mile a day and then go back to work not smelling like ass?
It's not work, it was school, but yes.
Sorry, school. I'm an adult. Work.
Well, that's why I said I started to hate it in high school because then I was like, ooh, I don't want to be stinky next to the boy I like.
Exactly.
But I wanted to participate because I was like,
And because the boys are in the class.
No, it was an all girls class. It was girls. It split up.
I don't know what you're doing with your life. No, I'm just kidding.
I was trying to be physically fit, but then I would be stinky because then I didn't want to shower after. I just wanted to redress out and like put my clothes back on, but then I would be stinky and like there's no amount of deodorant for all that sweat. No. Also, the amount of times the locker room was dark, the amount of times I would go back to my day with my clothes inside out was embarrassing in itself. But anyway, I don't know how this came up, but I was like telling my husband in the car, I'm like, you know what I used to think about every single day when I had to run the mile? And he's like, I don't know, finishing it or...
I hate my life.
Pretty much. But actually these are intrusive thoughts and I thought you could relate to that. But like the intrusive thought of like, so I'd run the mile and it's 4 laps around a track is a mile. And I would run on the inside because obviously closer means it gets done faster or whatever. So I'm running.
Okay, whatever. We can...
That's how I think.
Okay.
So it made it better. So as I ran every day, I shit you not, I thought, if I just roll my ankle, if I go over the curb and hurt myself, I won't have to run this mile. So pretty much for like 4 years of high school, I thought, if I just roll my ankle, I won't have to run anymore. And I never did it, but it got me it took me like 10 minutes to run a mile because I was not fast. I think a lot of the fast girls were running it in like 6 to 7 minutes. So I was slow, but during the whole 10 minutes, I was like, if I just fall, I wouldn't have to do this. And then you know what? It was over. So the point of the story is things are temporary. They don't last forever. You'll get through your mile and you don't have to hurt yourself.
Power through.
But it was like an intrusive thought. And I thought you could kind of relate to those.
For sure. So. I have intrusive thoughts all the freaking time. I went to go visit a friend that lives in Montana. And we went to see this waterfall. Yeah, we went to Yellowstone.
So you have been to Yellowstone.
I have been to Yellowstone.
Okay. I thought you said you hadn't been. Never mind.
No, I have.
Okay.
And there's this waterfall that we had to make this hike. That's another story. But when we got down to the bottom of the waterfall, it was just like you're pretty close to it. And it was just so beautiful and like mesmerizing to see like the force of nature. But immediately first thought was, what if I jump?
What if I jump? Not what if I fall. What if I jump? But
quite literally, I could jump. Like, what would it be like if I jumped? How would I die?
How fast would I fall to the ground? Or
would it be the impact? Would it be the water? Would it be like because millions and millions of gallons of water are hitting you? Yeah. Or would it be because you drown? Like that's. But I think it's like a thing. Like it's called a risk assessment or something.
I was like, I don't know if it's just our thing, but I do the same thing. I'm like walking by my stairs at my house. I'm like, what if I just topple. Or
oh my God. Having a baby, every
yeah.
single time I carry my son, I'm like, if I fall right now, I will kill him. If I land on him, he's dead. That's all I think about.
Yeah, I'm
usually how am I going to prevent killing my son
when
now?
I fall, how do I protect her?
Yes. That's turn.
Yeah. And it's always like a roll or a, but yeah, it's terrifying.
My mom actually fell while she was carrying me once. And she, to this day,
that
she's
explains a lot. No, I'm just kidding. I had to say it.
I walked right into that one.
Thank you.
But she says, she doesn't know how, but her body just did it. Like naturally, she just turned and she landed on her knee, and her knee's messed up to this day from it.
Well, that's
but
mother's
I didn't get hurt,
so
I didn't get hurt.
Mother is. I feel like that's our thing. Like we will always protect our kids, no matter how we hurt ourselves, right?
Right. Kids are first in every situation. So this kind of reminds me, I have an irrational fear of people in costumes.
Oh.
Like, as a kid.
I don't think I knew that, actually. This is fun. Oh. It's fun to learn about Mari.
Oh, my gosh. Like, as a kid, Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh. The big rat? You're afraid of a big rat?
A nightmare for me. It was, yes, the big rat is terrifying.
It's a horrifying experience. Anyway, as a child, a giant rat. Like, that's weird.
It's horrible. And my mom had this group of friends that had like 1 million children. So we were always at freaking Chuck E. Cheese. And I just have a vivid memory of every time that freaking rat would come out, I would run up into the plaything and I would just be there bawling my eyes out and be like, Mom! Like, it's just... I'm absolutely terrified of them. And I have no reason why. There's nothing ever happened to me. Something happened to my sister.
The repeated go ahead.
Well, my dad was carrying, I don't know if it happened to my sister or my dad. I'll let you guys decide. My dad was carrying my sister, and in Mexico, there's a theme park called Plaza Sésamo, which is
sounds nice.
Sesame Street. It's like Sesame Street, like
a lot of words for that. I'm just kidding.
Well, no, because it's Plaza Sesame is what it's called. So my dad was holding my sister, and Cookie Monster came up and scared the crap out of my dad, and my dad
punched him
right in the face, dude. My dad's aggressive. My dad just decked Cookie Monster right in the face.
I think that's the risk you take as being a what do you call them? What is the
furry?
Is that what they're called? A mascot. Yeah.
That's just what came to mind.
Furry is a whole different beast.
There's like whole conventions of furries. You know those suits cost like thousands of dollars?
Yes, I do. And adults wear them, not children. Mm-hmm. That's where I think this is getting to a strange point. Like there's nothing like dressing up for Halloween is one thing. Dressing up as a furry all the time. This is my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's very valid. I think it's something that's not mainstream.
Speaking of mascots, my mom used to work at a bank, and the mascot for the bank, so her boss let me be the mascot, and it was a giant dog. I used to have a blast being a mascot in Arizona where it was still hot.
Yeah,
it was hot.
Breathe. Does it smell like feet in there?
Yes, it smelled like sweat. But I used to love being the mascot because I would just like walk around and take pictures with like all the kids that wanted to come up. The funny thing is, I used to smile inside the mask like every time. Also, like I used to do that wearing masks like pandemic wise. I'd be like, oh, I'm smiling. No,
zero chance. There's no money in this world that could.
That's like good exposure therapy for you.
It's not about that. No, because I'm not scared. I'm scared of seeing an abnormally large creature coming at me. That's what it is. It's not
weirdo.
Like I would being
well, how weird.
Being in a suit in 100-degree weather and people constantly coming up and talking to me.
But you're in the like nobody knows it's Megan. They just think it's the mascot.
It's just not in my personality.
I had a blast. I would totally be a mascot if there was AC inside now. My
brother has a friend that he did that. He was a mascot. I think it was for like one day for a chicken joint here in town.
Oh my God. I feel like that's more embarrassing than nobody could see my face. Could he? Oh wait, was he in a full chicken costume?
He was in a full chicken costume, but he didn't get paid.
Oh.
Do you know what they paid him in? Chicken? A lifetime supply.
He can
go in and get whatever he wants.
What's that chicken joint?
Right. Which we would do.
Now I want a lifetime supply of anything.
Yeah, we would do that for a little bit, but now he's moved. Loser. He lives in, I don't know, Colorado now. So now
it's a beautiful place, but
now we can't get our free chicken.
Is the chicken transferable to Colorado or
no? Because it was just like
a local chicken joint.
Yeah, it is a local chicken joint, but it was also like a hey, my kid needs a job. Oh, wear this and payment. Oh, chicken. That's what it was.
There used to be a commercial about paying someone in gum.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to think,
is it 5 gum?
yeah, like I want to be paid in gum. The other day you were asking about sending us some money, and you were like, "How do you want to be paid?" And I almost said in gum, but
You
I didn't
should
know if you. I
have.
didn't know if you knew. I didn't know if you knew the
It would have
commercial.
clicked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. For next time you want to send me money, gum.
Got it. Noted. But like going to Disneyland, none of that scares me because Disneyland's my happy place. But there's something about, I think
A big rat.
A big rat. It's just like impromptu.
Well, like
Like,
what about clowns? Are you afraid of clowns? Clown masks or people with their face painted like clowns?
No.
I'm not afraid of clowns either. Actually, my husband, funny you say that. We were just talking to my mother-in-law. He used to be terrified of Chuck E. Cheese. So you're not alone.
Chuck E. Cheese.
I wanted to tell you you're not alone being afraid of the giant rat.
Thank you. Or those freaking animatronics they had in there. Those things look like
Those
death.
are creepy. Those are creepy. I don't know. This also just made me think how much I like those like wacky inflatable guys. Like I love that's a happy memory. Like I like seeing
They have mini ones.
You know, I think they have ones that they plug into your car. And then so you can be happy in your car all the time.
Yeah. Did you ever have a party at Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know, honestly. We used to do a lot of like Peter Piper stuff, but I don't remember Chuck E. Cheese because I think it was far away, and it
was like really, yeah, it was. It's like far on the east.
Also,
side
we did a lot of. I remember like birthdays at like we had like a GameStop, which was awesome. It was like an arcade.
Right. Well, something your parents brought up the other day, which I think is so cool, that you wanted your birthdays at home.
Oh yeah, because I think there was nothing better. Like my parents went all out. Like first of all, they made like the craziest cakes, like really cool designs, and they also like set up games. Like we would play games all day, so way better than going to see a giant scary rat.
I've never met people that truly love children in their lives the way that your parents do.
Yeah,
like they're like so like, all right, how are we gonna make this fun? What are we gonna do? Like when she has the grandchildren, your mom is just like in her element. Like she's so happy and she does everything that she can to like keep my son entertained. And it's just like my parents were not the type to be like, yeah, bring your friends over, we'll be the monkeys and entertain them. No, my parents would never. And I think that's absolutely amazing.
I know. No, my parents love children, and I always feel like I can't keep up with how much they like are so good like with JD and with Baby Grape. It's like I'm like, oh my god, I have to remember like they're only visiting. I can't do it that like
24/7
because it's like, oh my god, they're singing all the songs and
they're having but you can tell they truly enjoy it.
Oh yeah, but I mean I think that's like the whole goal, and they were excited to have the grandkids and they want us all over, which is like, well, we want to go over and have a good time, and that's kind of like what I like. As much as it's sad when I think about little Baby Grape getting bigger, I think like how much fun to have my kid come over with, and then their kid. Like it's part of life.
Exactly. And I just like there's no bigger compliment than a kid saying, no, I don't want you to take me to this place for my birthday. You throw better birthdays. Yeah, right.
I'm like, and like my friends always were like talking about like, oh, we always have so much fun because your parents always do stuff and like play with, and like it's a compliment, and I love that.
And your parents they just go all out for birthdays in general too. Well, yeah. Like they just have, for me, like my birthday was celebrated, we had parties and stuff, but it was never made like to be like it's your day. Yeah, totally. And so the first time
it's special. They definitely have always made it like about us. Yeah. And now about the babies. So that's fun, and it's so much fun to like for JD's first birthday, like it was so much fun to just have everyone over and celebrate him. And
I remember the first time Matthew decorated for me for my birthday. I had gone to go visit a friend in Georgia, and like you go visit a friend, and it just happened to be for my birthday. And they were like, well, what do you want to do for your birthday? I was like, oh, it's honestly not a big deal. It's not just about me, whatever. But you still expect,
something.
At least
like still your day.
Here's a cake, happy birthday. None of that.
Oh,
I don't talk to any of these bitches anymore.
I wouldn't.
But they I swear to you, the boyfriend literally went, oh yeah, it's your birthday, isn't it? Like,
the boyfriend, not your friend. Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't get shit. So it was a horrible trip. When I got home, I was emotional. I was ready to come home. And my lovely, amazing husband, absolutely spoils me, decorated my whole room. He had like the door decorated. There was balloons. There was streamers. I saw it and immediately I just started bawling. I was like, ah.
He's like, what's wrong? You're like,
I shouldn't have left for my birthday. Fuck these bitches.
You're like, I'm never leaving again.
Yeah.
I know that it's nice to be I always remember like waking up and like the door would be decorated balloons down the hall. Like it's so fun.
And, I aspire to do that. I mean, I tried to do it this year with JD's first birthday. I got like his presents. We got him a bunch of like stuffed animals and like Buzz and Woody and all that. And
With
put little balloons,
yeah.
and we tied them to their hands.
And he loved balloons, so he was so excited.
Balloons. Yeah,
and
so
it's fun.
I hope that I'm sure Matthew won't let it be any other way.
Again, we try to like do things like we're gonna try to do things like that for baby Grape because it's like it's good memories for me, so I want to like pass them down and do the same things. And
I love that I'm in charge of the magic now. Like that's so cool. I'm
like a little pressure, but a lot of like because you want to do good.
But do kids really know? It's not going to be until they have a podcast and they're comparing with their sister-in-law.
You're like, wow. I was like, speaking of the coolest cake my parents ever made was a cheeseburger. Like it was 3 levels. So like the 2 buns were like a white cake and the middle was like a chocolate cake and then the frosting. And then like a side of fries was a what do you call it? Like a bundt cake? No. I don't even know.
I don't know
a
what
loaf.
you're trying to say.
I don't even remember, but like a narrow one, and then like sliced.
Oh, just like a loaf, like a bread loaf.
A loaf.
You said it. Yeah.
Back to words Megan doesn't know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Loaf. Especially with
all
the.
So cool.
It was so cool, and like I remember everyone was like talking about it, even like at school. Like it's good like that.
I can totally see your dad being like, "No, hold on, let me do it. It's gonna be perfect."
And like drizzling the like frosting, red frosting for the ketchup. Like it was like the little details. So
yeah, that's so cool.
It is good memories. Speaking of food, I was also eating dinner the other night, and I was noticing how I was eating my food. So I wanted to ask you how you eat yours. And I mean this in the way of like I had a hamburger and veggies just on the plate.
I know exactly what you're trying to
get. And so I
at.
ate all my veggies first because that's the worst part. And then I saved the burger for last.
So when I start my meal, I take a bite of everything to assess the situation. And then as I'm eating, I try to eat everything evenly. But then when I'm starting to get full, I focus on
what's good,
the best thing, and that's what I finish on.
Okay, I like that. So you're establishing what's good. So I do that for a holiday. So like I'm all about sides for like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Like I'm just here for the sides. I don't like turkey. I'm trying to get turkey banned from Christmas in my family, but it's not going very well.
I'm for it.
I just don't love turkey. I'm all about like the macaroni or the potatoes or the stuffing. Like I'm all about that. But then I take a bite of each because I want to see what's. But yeah, you're right. And then at the end, I mean rolls. Like I'm all about the bread, so I want a crescent roll or a Hawaiian roll, whatever. But I noticed I ate all the veggies first, and then But what if I got full? Then I'd be screwed because now my burger's sitting there cold.
Right, but I think you're trying to do the responsible thing and eat your veggies.
But I wasn't trying to be healthy. I was trying to eat the least favorite first and save the best for last.
Okay,
we can think about it both ways. I was trying to be good.
Yeah, that's exactly. You were trying to be good. You're healthy. Okay. That's it.
Well, now we know. The more we know.
What is it that you don't like about turkey? Is it dry?
It's not that it's dry. It's just, it doesn't,
that's true. Your parents don't make dry turkeys.
It's just, it doesn't have flavor to me. Like it's just, turkey is not.
And you don't like dark meat?
I've never really tried.
See, I think that's where
so
you
maybe
go wrong.
I should try because I always get the white meat. And I'm just like, it's just like, it doesn't have much taste. It's just like boring.
That's what I was trying to get at because this is a core memory. The very first Thanksgiving I had with you guys, your parents have this beautiful spread and your dad comes in carrying the turkey.
It's like a picture. It's like a movie.
Yes. And it's like all the cuts of the breast. And then he has the 2 wings and the 2 legs on the outs. And then he sets them down.
The display legs.
Yeah. And everyone just starts serving themselves. And in my house, we fight over the legs. So I'm like,
never have I ever had a leg.
I'm going to take a leg. And then vividly, I just remember your dad being like, hey, who took the decoration?
No one eats the legs. That's just for display. And
I was like, oh, but now it's known I eat
It's funny.
legs.
Now you can have the leg and nobody's going to fight for it.
Exactly.
I'm like, she's eating the decoration, Mari.
Exactly. So maybe you should try taking the other leg.
Okay. But yeah, I'm all about like stuffing. I want stuffing. We do squash. You've been making macaroni, which has been lovely because I love mac and cheese.
Yeah. In the beginning, I was like weary about the sweet potato casserole.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh my God, it's the best. I don't know why I was weary about it.
Probably because it's like sweet and savory, but it's my favorite part.
Yeah, maybe it's the marshmallows.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't know, but now it's like my favorite thing on my. That's not true. Green bean casserole is the favorite thing on my plate.
Green bean casserole.
Your mom's green bean casserole.
You're making me hungry. I should eat before we do this.
So Sleep shaming. Have you heard of sleep shaming? Probably
Nope.
not, because you didn't live this.
Nope. Never heard of it.
So growing up, we would wake up in the morning. Well, no, that's not true. Let me rewind. I'd be sleeping and my parents would be awake and they would come in on the weekends and be like, "What are you doing? Wake up. Why are you sleeping in? Go do something,"
Like, it's the weekend.
No, and I didn't know there was people in this world that are like, "No, you need your sleep, rest," until I met your family, because that's how your mom is. Your mom is like, sleep is very important. I'm glad you slept in.
It is.
No, not my life. My mom would be like, "Get up and clean something. What are you doing? I'm up, so you have to be."
Nope.
Yeah,
I used to have friends like that. Like, even I'd spend the night at their house and their parents would like wake us up at like 7 in the morning. I'm like, we were up until 6. Right. Why are you waking us? It's Saturday. We just worked our ass off all week in school. Yeah, I love sleep. I'm glad I never got
like, I'm going to have the rest of my life to have to wake up. Why do I have to get up? Because when I'm a kid.
Yeah,
Let me sleep in.
Yep.
And I just,
sleep shaming.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a term for it.
Yeah.
But speaking of sleep, something I wanted to talk to you about is how do you set alarms? Because I realize I might be alone in this, where like I set like an alarm, like if I'm getting up at 7, I'm going to set an alarm for like 6, 6:05, 6:07, 6:10. And like I will snooze it, but then I don't trust that that's why I do it. So I'm like, I don't trust that the snooze will work. So then I set another alarm. So then I have an alarm at 6:10 going off and the snoozed alarm from 6:05 going off.
The way I would
and then my husband is like, I hate you.
Yeah. I would grab a pillow and smack you with it so hard. Are you kidding me? I would be your alarm.
They have those alarms that like you have to like physically touch them, or old school. I guess
you have to go chase them.
I think what I'm talking about is an old school alarm where you like bang
that's
it.
what you're talking about.
In the chasing ones. But I'm like, I'm just talking about my phone. But if you scroll through my phone, it's like 10 pages of like alarms.
What's the freaking difference? You touch a clock, you touch your phone.
You're right, but I can grab my phone and put it in bed with me, and
you can grab a clock and put it in bed.
It doesn't make me get up. I need the alarm that runs off your nightstand, and then I have to go like physically get it. Actually, now,
Jake just needs to tell you to get the hell up.
Actually, now I have an alarm, and her name is Baby Grape. She gets us up, and she is. I would say I don't even need, like, if we go somewhere at like 8 now, I don't need an alarm because I know we're already gonna be up.
No, my alarm, if I'm gonna get up at 6, then I put an alarm at like 5 or 4:30. So it's like, oh, you have to wake up soon, but you have an hour to sleep. Okay, and so then I'm like aware that I have to get up, and then I'm up.
You're getting up early to give yourself the impression you have more time.
Right, because there's nothing worse than when you wake up and then you have 2 minutes till your alarm goes off.
Back in my drinking days, I have accidentally set my calculator as an alarm for 6:30, and then when it didn't go off and I was like late for whatever I needed to be at, like work, I'd be like, "Oh, my alarm didn't go off." I didn't tell them I set a calculator the night before.
My calculator didn't go off.
And they're like, "You mean clock?" I'm like, "No, calculator."
No, the calculator's failing me these days.
Or actually, like, I have had times when I plug my phone in, set the alarm, and then the plug falls in out of the wall, so my phone dies, so then I don't wake up. And like, I don't think until I had a baby the like internal alarm clock really worked that well, like where I could just like wake up at my time. Like I would sleep.
No, my internal alarm clock. I'm a light sleeper.
I think I light sleep, but if it's not ringing to wake me up, I'm happy to take the time to sleep in. Like, not gonna miss work. I mean, they'll miss me, but
no, I'm that person that wakes up and I'm like, oh my god, what time is it? Am I late? And it's right on time. So.
Or waking up before your alarm clock, like a minute, it always pisses me off.
That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah,
but like, I don't know.
That's the worst.
So I guess I do have an internal, because sometimes I wake up like a minute before a set alarm.
Well, of course, you're sleeping and you're like, this amount of sleep I'm getting is suspicious.
I think it's suspect. I think setting an alarm stresses me out more than just not. Like, there's like, right now I'm not actually going to work. I'm studying for my new job, so I don't have I don't have to be somewhere at 8 o'clock. Yeah. But if I set an alarm, I think all night I'm like, I have 5 hours and 40 minutes. If I get up to pee at 2, I'm like, okay, counting down. Like, I'm thinking and then I'm stressing myself out.
For sure, when you can't. No, for sure. But I think that happens to me most on the nights that I'm having a restless night and I can't sleep.
Right.
And I can't shut my brain down.
If I don't sleep now, I'm missing out on my 4 hours and 44 minutes and 25 seconds of sleep.
Exactly. But that doesn't happen to me because I have AIDS. But things that help me sleep.
You have what?
AIDS, things that help me sleep.
Oh, sleep aids. I was like, you have AIDS? That's a really weird way to say it.
Oh, fuck. Don't clip that. I do not have AIDS. What I was the hell?
I'm like, they have treatment for that too, but And I was like,
no, I have things that help me sleep.
Aids.
So then I sleep beautifully, and then I'm refreshed in the morning.
We'll make sure if we make this a clip, it says sleep aids, not.
Yeah.
What does Mari have?
Not AIDS.
Oh my God.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something right now. Oh, I'm drawing a blank.
That's all right. I was thinking the other day. I don't know why this brought up. I have a bidet in my house. Actually,
I need one.
I have 3 bidets in my house, actually. And
thanks to me.
And you're actually the one that got me hooked on them before.
Because 2020, I decided it would be funny to give everyone the gift of a bidet since there was no toilet paper.
And it was funny when I got it, and I was like, ha, ha, ha. But then I'm in love. And now when I go somewhere that doesn't have a bidet, which is 95% of other places, it's hard to like...
Peasants.
I feel really special with a bidet, and I feel clean, and
it's
love
the best. I just used it. It's amazing.
I know. And then you said you need one.
I need to get,
and
we had one, and then we got rid of it, and it's this whole thing. But
there's nothing like it, and like sometimes now I like crave being home to use my own toilet.
Yes.
And I used to be like a outside pooper where like.
Oh, you rather poop somewhere else and leave 100%. The stink out.
I tell my husband, I'm like, always go out somewhere else. I don't care if it's a store. Use their toilet paper, stink up their place, not our house. But now I'm like, my house is better.
I don't understand how people are poop shy. Like, I know people that won't poop in public because it's not their home toilet.
Yeah, I don't have control, really.
Right, when I gotta go. Like, there'll be times that there's a specific person that I hang out with, and they are very poop shy. And, like, have you heard? There's this phenomenon. Have you heard of it? When you go into stores, you have the need to poop.
No.
So
that sounds really unfortunate.
So I think it's like this. You're so relaxed and like in your happy place. Suddenly you have to poop. I know I'm not the only one, but it's just me and this person that I hang out with. That happens to them too. But like we walk into Target, we walk around for a little bit, and it's like gotta go to the bathroom. Me, I'm out of there. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my shopping experience. This other person will suffer. Will walk around suffering and hold it until it goes away. Oh, no. And it's like, why suffer? Like literally just go. I'm poop shy. I can't go poop in public bathrooms. Like, I don't understand that.
And how do you fix that? Is there therapy?
I'm sure.
Do they need to be therapized?
They need to be therapized.
It is a word. I don't care what other people say. I've been therapized. It's great.
But yeah, no, I don't. No, if I gotta go. Nature's calling.
Yeah. And actually, this brings me to something I was wanting to mention to you today. Oh, shoot. I was remembering back in 2020, we went to our favorite spot of vacationing, La Jolla. And actually, this was, I think, just me and my husband were on a trip together, and we were walking around, and I had to go to the bathroom, and we were outside by the beach, and they happened to have, or like by the coast. And so we had to use a porta potty, and I was in the porta potty, and I didn't check the porta potty prior to using it to see if they had toilet paper. And of course, like, I don't have a purse because I'm like just starting to carry a purse at the age of 32.
Yeah.
Only because my mom keeps buying the nice ones for me. But I just started using it. I didn't have the purse in this story. So I'm like, what do I do? Jake is now walking somewhere else. He's not close by enough to like hear me screaming for TP. And I was wearing a mask because it was 2020. And so I took off the mask and I used it as TP. Now, do you have any comments before I finish?
I have. First of all, how would a purse help you in this situation?
Like in case I had like toilet
you
paper.
Carry toilet paper around in your purse?
In case I had tissues or paper? I would have used paper at that point.
I have a poop story from La Jolla too.
So anyway, when I told my friends when I got home from this vacation, I was like, dude, I lost one of my favorite Steelers masks to poop. And they were like, what? And I was like, I had to wipe with it. And they're like, and then the girl goes, did you put it back on after? I'm like, no, I threw it down.
What the hell?
That was not my first thought. I threw it down the thing and it was gone forever. And I was just sad because it was like a $20 mask. It wasn't one of those like shitty little paper ones.
Who does she think you are?
Yeah, I'm going to be like, woo. Like, why would
the fuck?
We just went back to the hotel.
I'm offended that she thinks that you would do that.
I know. I was offended too, actually. I was like, no, I'm not. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. I was like, we just walked back to the hotel at that point, and you know, the night was ruined because I had to ruin my mask.
And then did they let you back in the hotel without a mask on? If this was 2020,
yeah, you're right. I think we like went through the lobby really quick, but I wasn't trying to break any rules. I was just
poop things happened in La Jolla.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we made a pit stop at a CVS in La Jolla, and I had to poop, and I went to the bathroom.
Alone, and no one else was.
And everyone was waiting for me in the car. And there was no toilet paper. But you know what there was? A toilet paper roll.
Right. See, I would have used paper if it was in my purse, but you used a toilet paper.
A toilet paper roll.
I think we're just very ingenious, intuitive people.
Yeah.
Or it just, I don't know. Probably everyone would do that. Or
resourceful.
Resourceful. Did you have your phone?
No, I must have.
Okay, because I was saying because you could have called us.
Actually, I might have, and I was too scared to call you guys. I think it was the first time I went to La Jolla.
You were like embarrassed, and you were like, "Oh,
yeah,
God.
We were not as close as we are now. That's for sure.
It only takes like one trip to get close, right?
Yeah,
we did a lot of fun things that first trip. Oh, speaking of being close on that first trip, so the first trip that Maury got to come on our family vacation, we were staying in like a beautiful like beach house.
So we have these deals. Right. Whoever drives gets to pick the best sleeping situation.
Right, because first of all, La Jolla is a very expensive place if you've never visited.
Oh my god.
And so this was a 2-bedroom and like a big living room. So there was.
And your parents are very, 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 very nice, and they pay for the vacation for us, so we don't have say.
Right. Oh yeah. And it's like it's gorgeous.
Situation.
We'll figure out our room situation.
It's like, thank you so much for bringing us on this trip.
We'll figure it out.
We'll sleep on the ground if we have to.
So that exactly. I was like, we'll figure it out. So I just want to be near the beach, and it was so lovely. And then so the deal was like whoever drives gets to have the bedroom, and whoever doesn't drive gets the couches. And we're like, cool. So me and Jake were like, we don't want to drive. We just want to be passenger princesses. You guys can have the room. We'll take the couches. It's cool. I mean, we're never in the room anyway, literally just to sleep. Because when we vacation, we're like out all the time, right? Yes. We're literally back there just to like shut our eyes and get back. So yeah. So you guys drove. So you got the room.
We get to the room, and it is 2 twin beds that are on wheels.
Which is amazing. I was like, you guys want to tie it together like I Love Lucy?
Yes. So I was like, okay. Honestly, the couches looked pretty comfortable.
They were comfy. They were nice.
I move a lot in my sleep, so I remember a lot of the times the bed was doing this.
You're like rolling around the room. You're like, you must have a baby. Feels like I started over here and now I woke up over here.
Yeah, exactly.
So we go to so we're in La Jolla for the first time, and so me and Jake are on the couch. It's been a long day. We've been in the sun all day at the beach or doing whatever activity we were doing that day. And we're laying there on our phones, and I hear, so like the bedrooms are both like over there. We're kind of in the living room. And I just hear like these noises coming from Matthew and Maury's room. And these noises were, I don't know, I thought they were of sexual nature.
I was saying, I know, I remember what I was saying.
Do you want to do it or?
No, you do it, because now I feel weird.
I don't even know if I could do it. You were just like, oh.
Oh, no, that's not what I was doing.
Yes, you were. Yes,
no,
you were.
I wasn't. I was saying, ow, it hurts. Yes, I was.
Okay,
I was groaning, and then I was like, ow, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts.
Okay, fine. That's correct. That's a good thing you're here for your memory. And I look at Jake on the couch. I'm like, do you hear what's happening? Do you know what they're doing?
The very first family
on
trip
the first
too.
night of the very first family vacation, they are just
Megan's
going
like
to town.
Megan's like, this whore.
I didn't say that. I was like, she's ballsy because we can hear you. And I'm like, woo. And like, so we're why
am I ballsy? Why can't your brother be the ballsy one?
That's true. You're right. This is like a double standard. I'm blaming you for being the one to do. I'm like, she must have started this.
Of course, it was me.
Not him. He's like,
no, he could never.
It is funny how I never thought that once. I'm like, Maury.
My innocent brother.
Exactly. I was like, she's probably like, oh my God, your parents are over there. Your sister's out in the living room. And he's like, let's go. And
that would be more realistic.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably how it happened.
But that's not
what happened. So she runs out as I'm like telling Jake, like, do you hear this? She runs out of the room, fully clothed, I might add, holding her leg like, I have a Charlie horse. And I was like,
because as I was groaning and complaining, I was like, oh my God, she's going to think we're having sex.
I did.
Now.
Totally. Like, she knew me well.
I was like, I can't, like, I have to go out there in mid Charlie horse too. I'm walking and I'm just like, I have a Charlie horse.
And I was like, oh my God, it's so funny you said that because I thought you guys were having sex.
I knew
and she's
it
like,
too.
I knew it. And it is so funny. So every time she has like a Charlie horse or like makes a noise remotely similar to like, I'm like, remember La Jolla? She's like, yes.
So let me clarify. No, there was no coitus in a house with all my in-laws. No, not
that would have been more of a funny story.
I mean, would it?
That was funny. Yeah, but I always think of that. Anytime I get a Charlie horse, I revert right back to you having the Charlie horse.
Yeah, let's record your your Charlie horse noises and see if you sound like you're having sex.
Ow, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Damn it. Yeah. No, I mean, they do hurt. Charlie horses hurt.
They
for
do.
Sure. They only get worse. Pregnancy Charlie horses are worse. Actually, that's what contractions feel like. Thank you for that was a great way.
That's the best way to.
Everyone kept telling me while I was pregnant, like, I'm like, how will I know when I'm having contractions? You'll just know. I'm like, how though? Yeah. I need a list.
It's just a Charlie horse.
It feels like you have a Charlie horse on your stomach, and I think that's a good way to describe it. So, thank you for that.
Yeah, you powered through your contractions though.
Thank you. Yeah, she was in the room with me the whole time. I think from like the moment I got to the hospital, I was like, she was like my doula. It's like, I need you. They're trying to give me drugs already. And I don't want that now. Drugs later, drugs not in the beginning.
Yeah, and drugs not the second I walk in the door.
Yeah, I mean, I did get the drugs later, but like not right off the bat. Yeah. Like give me a chance to see what can happen.
We'll tell you guys the story one day.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good story.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Growing up, do you remember, obviously you have to, infomercials?
Yes. I love them. I used to watch them, I think, for fun.
Yeah. There was the...
Billy Clean for OxyClean here.
Yeah. Or you can get this for only 50 payments of $19.99.
4 easy payments. And we're going to cut one off.
Yeah. What, the Bump It.
Oh,
remember the Bump It?
Yeah.
The Schnooky Bump
It
thing?
The Schnooky?
Yeah. Or the, I'm looking at my notes here. Or Blow Pen. You remember those?
The bubbles? Or the...
No. It was like a pen that... Excuse me. Sorry. There was a pen that...
Indigestion happens.
Yeah. That basically the end of it was off, so you would blow into it and it would, like, paint that way. No?
Oh, for like arts and crafts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like the little sponge. You remember the sponge thing? You put it on and then you make little...
Yes.
Did you ever get anything from an infomercial?
I'm trying to think. I wanted to always buy something. I was like, Mom, we need a knife that can cut through a shoe.
Of course.
Always. And she's like, we have one.
Or like foam or like...
I think I probably always wanted them. And I usually would see them like on nights when like I would either sneak out of my room to like watch TV in the middle of the night or have a sleepover. And then like I never slept when I had sleepovers. I was always like the one that would stay up all night. Always.
Man.
Always. At their house, at my house, period. I would be up. I never slept.
You weren't home, so you couldn't sleep?
No, even at home, I just loved to just like be up. I think I have FOMO even from...
Because your parents would let you sleep in because they're...
They would let me sleep.
Sleep is important.
Actually, but then like, there's like certain nights when they, a school night and they'd be like, don't go.
Oh, I mean, any reasonable parent
But
would.
I can't remember now. One time I was like very crafty and it must have been a school night and I really wanted to watch something. So I remember stuffing my clothes with other clothes to make a body shape in my bed of other. So in case they like walk by my room, they would, and I left the door open, like inviting them to look. Like I was...
That's smart.
I think I still got caught probably because I like left the TV on, but like
because they saw you whatever the hell.
Yeah, that was probably a school night though. But like if I had like friends over, it was like a weekend, like whatever. Like
yeah. Did you ever sneak out as a kid?
Nope, never. I didn't. I had no reason to sneak out. I don't think at that point.
I did.
Where'd you go? At what age and where did you go?
High school. Always high school.
Okay.
Always high school and parties.
Parties. I never went to a party in high school.
Oh.
We should play Never Have I Ever someday. This would be a fun game to play with us.
You've never been to a high school party?
Never.
You've never been in a car with someone you're like, yep, this is how people get murdered?
No. Well, only the Uber. The Uber that was a good man. No.
Oh, man.
I didn't. Like, I had, like, in high school, my friend group, like, we were very, like I said, like, we played sports. We were, like, all, like, competing to see who could get the better, who got a higher 90%. Like, we'd get, like, 95s and be like, oh, I suck.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't 100. Like, that's kind of our thing. So, yeah,
Right.
I didn't drink in high school. I never went to a party.
I'm saying all this and my parents have no idea to this day. So
Oh, now they do.
Surprise!
It's okay. She's okay.
I'm an adult. You can't ground me.
I always see these like memes on like Facebook or whatever, and it's like, remember when you would like be in a field drinking Four Locos when you were 14 and your parents thought you were at a friend's house, and like I can't relate, but I know other people can, and you're probably like, I feel attacked. I can't relate, but I
was mischievous. I was out. I was partying. I was getting into trouble. I was in situations that, looking back, I could have definitely been harmed. I mean, it's terrifying, but I had fun.
It's all that matters.
High school was a blast. I mean,
I had fun in my own ways. Like we would is unlimited candy or and get sick from eating too much candy. And
yeah, and looking back, I wish like I had friends that I could do that with, but me, like, I'm too worried about what other people think, and I always wanted to be friends with the cool people. When the cool people were out drinking, partying, smoking, doing all the bad things. So guess what I was doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm very thankful for my friend group in high school because we all kind of did the same thing. So it made it a lot less. I didn't really, of course, I cared I thought, oh, the cool people are doing all the fun stuff. But I realized, okay, my friends, we're all kind of in the same thought that like, hey, maybe we shouldn't go be doing this. And like, then it made it easier to like have the like, oh, we're just going to like play games and go swimming and
which is
movies.
Like the better experience. That's the people that you
but of course, like growing up, I thought I was missing out, right? I thought I was missing out doing all these, like, now I'm like, these are like fun things, like genuinely fun things. And we weren't in danger. But like, yeah, of course, then I was like, oh, I'm missing out on all the stuff they're doing because I didn't. You know.
But I mean, you're not really missing out because like, I was part of all the cool people, but the cool people are also assholes. So they're also going to be an asshole to you. It just
goes to show you always think the grass is greener somewhere else, right? You're like, whatever you're doing, you're like, oh, someone else has it better. And really, you don't.
Yeah. What is that? I'm friends with none of them. And all of them are on my shit list. They are all on my biting list.
Your biting list. Yeah, that's right.
If you don't know what I'm talking about,
check out our other podcast and some song, I guess. I'm just kidding.
By Tyler Childers. But, I mean,
Speaking of high school, I was to say, I'm friends with like a couple of my friends from high school, but like all those other people don't know, and all the opinions.
I married one. I have one best friend.
I married one.
I have one best friend I still talk to that I went to high school with, and I have another one that I check in with here and there. It's honestly none of the people that I was actually friends with partying, though. I don't talk to any of those people anymore.
Right. And then when you think about how many of those opinions you were like worried about because you thought, oh, we're gonna be friends forever.
Oh, for sure.
My high school reunion. Oh my God, I think it was in 2021, my 10-year high school reunion, and I didn't go. I had no interest. And I looked at the photos, and like probably 10 people that I like knew went. Like knew, and again, we weren't very close, but like I had no interest in going. Are you gonna go when you're 10-year?
No, there's nothing in this world that can convince me to go to a high school reunion.
Yeah.
Like hell to the no. Yeah. Hell to the no. Like I said, I was friends with all of the fucking assholes. So, I mean, did I have fun? But yeah, was I bullied? Yeah, I was fucking bullied.
Yeah, you're like, there's no reason.
Right.
And like, I feel like some people...
Why relive that?
I feel like some people go... And again, if you go, it's almost like, either you're talking to people you were still friends with or maybe catching up or to prove something, I think.
Right. If I was like 100 pounds and I was famous and I was like living the fucking dream, sure. Sure.
No. But you know what? You wouldn't go then either. Because you'd
always... No, because I'd be famous.
No, because then you'd still be like, oh, like you'd still like, back to my point is like wherever you're at, you always want to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, physically, like in emotionally, you're always like, oh, if I was just this, I'll do this. If I was, and you're never gonna be that. You just have to be happy with the present.
Oh, it's so true.
I'm working on that at the moment, but I really feel like I've always thought like, oh, in the future when I'm this, I'll be happy. But I realize by the time I get to that spot, then I'm like looking for something else.
Right. And it's so important to be present and live in the now. It's about enjoying the journey.
Today is all you have. You can plan for the future that may not happen, and I don't mean that in like a morbid way. You don't know what's going to happen, and today's all you have, so just enjoy it.
Right. This is the kind of deep part.
I was just going to say, this is the kind of deep part. Like, what are we doing? Where's the dumb part? No, I'm just kidding. No, that's funny. That's exactly what I was going to say. I'm like, and we've approached our kind of deep part of the podcast. Please keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all time. Buckle up, Buttercup.
The emergency exit.
If you want to jump.
Oh, no, don't jump.
Intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts. Well, what else do you want to talk about? I haven't seen you. It's been a very busy couple weeks, I feel like. It has
been a very busy
JD was sick.
JD was... I still think it was a teething fever, but the kid is a year old, and Google says the average 2-year-old has 2 to 4 teeth. My son is working on number 10.
He's an overachiever with those teeth.
So, yeah, the fever really gets him. Speaking of, I need to schedule his vaccines. I was supposed to do that this week. I know what I'm doing after this podcast.
There's always time.
So, growing up, did you have data, right? When we were younger, I mean, none of us really had.
Well, I had a Razor phone, and then you had to like go to an app to like connect to the internet. And I think I had like a limited amount of data. I think also, didn't we have limited text then too?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Limited calls. You have to call after 9 p.m. to get free minutes.
Or the text you'd have to like, if I only have 200 texts or whatever, I'd have to like send my whole thought like this. Now how I text reckless. I'm a reckless. I'm like, hey, next text, what are you? Like I said like 40 texts to say like one thing because like it's unlimited, baby.
We don't use periods. We use new texts.
Exactly. Yeah. Punctuation is out the window.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me scared for like teaching baby Grape about like grammar and punctuation because I'm like, oh, mommy just uses 3 dots to say new things or a new text.
We have teachers.
Thank God for teachers because I'm like, oh my God, like my like everything has gone out the window with texting and
even autocorrect.
And grammar, but grammar I don't do very well in a text because like I said, either a new text is started to a new thought, a comma. I'm like, where do I put that? I know this sentence needs a comma, but I do not know where anymore because it's just so infrequently.
M dashes. I only know about M dashes because of Chat GPT. I mean,
oh yeah, I think those are so bougie to use.
M dashes. Yeah. Well, that's why everyone knows it's Chat because who the hell uses an M dash? But anyway, where I was going with this is, did you guys ever have communal data?
I think so. Yeah, I think we all shared. Like we shared like 10, right? Like as a family plan.
Right.
Yeah.
I have like vivid memories of it being like
you used it all.
Yes, and you're like terrified because you would get like an update, like a so many day update of how much data.
This is where anxiety starts.
And you're like, oh fuck, and it's like, oh my God, I'm so scared the data's gonna come up, and you just start turning off all your data completely because it's like the shared data, I'm using it all. Matthew,
airplane mode.
Yes, Matthew had a horrible habit of doing that because I'm sure he got his ass reamed or something because he would turn off his cellular data all the time.
Oh yeah.
And in the beginning I would be like, I've been trying to call you or I can't get a hold of you at all. He's because I'm almost out of data. And
it's a very good impersonation. Oh.
And I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back and why we got our own plan, because I was like, I'm so sick and tired of you putting your phone on airplane mode. If you can't be responsible for your data, then just get your own plan.
I also love your impersonation of you. That sounds nothing like you.
In my head, I'm naggy and annoying.
I love to do impersonations of people because they never sound like the person. And usually everyone's like, that doesn't sound like me. I'm like, I know, but that's how I'm, it's my creative like vehicle to impersonate you. But I love that you impersonate yourself completely wrong. But yeah. Yeah, I feel happy to have unlimited data, and I'm very reckless with it. I used to turn stuff off too because you have to save it and like, okay.
Or God forbid, one of your parents goes to use the data and they don't have any data, and then you get overcharged. Oh my God, that's like a nightmare.
I'm trying to remember. I had actually, it was a high school boyfriend. He didn't have like a data plan, so he wanted me to text him over a different app, but I didn't know it used data, so then I went way over our data. Ooh. Or something, and yes, it was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I thought it was a different chatting app, but it ended up using.
Yes, that is the origin of anxiety, using the data.
You're waiting to see how much, I mean, like, or like checking it, and then we waste so much data checking your data. Yep. Yeah. It's so nice it's good to be free.
It's nice.
Actually, you should join our plan. Speaking of plans.
I know, we need to do that. Oh my God, you're giving me a list of chores to do right
so
now.
After that, you got it scheduled?
I have to get my freaking phone unlocked, and that's what's stressing me out because I'm going to go.
What do you mean unlock? Oh.
Because I bought it from Verizon. So then I'm going to have to go to Verizon and be like, unlock my phone. They're going to be like, why? We'll give you this discount if you stay. Don't leave. And then I'm going to have to get nasty and be myself, and everyone's going to hate me, and it's fine.
Well, they're salespeople. They're trained. They go to classes and seminars to get you.
I understand that, but in order to not be got, I have to become my true self. Which is a bitch.
I just like imagine you morphing into like, girl.
Well, you've seen it. I mean, at the hospital, I was your own personal no man.
Oh my God. I mean, we'll get to the labor story at some point, but like at one point,
I pissed every single
midwife
person off
was asking me a question, and I looked at my doula, who is my designated helping me remember my birth plan when I'm in agonizing pain. And when she started talking and answering, this lady was like, "Who are you?"
She literally looked at me and she went, "I'm sorry. What are your qualifications?" And I said, "That doesn't matter. Go ahead and finish what you have to say and I'll answer for you."
It was crazy. It was a little stressful because I'm like, I brought her on purpose to help me because I can't remember when I'm in agonizing pain what I want.
And well, so, like, I just want to I still think about this often. It just pisses me off so much because this woman was, okay, for those of you that have not given birth, when you get your cervix checked to see how dilated you are, that shit hurts
it's so painful.
Bad. So then this fucking doctor, no, not a doctor, midwife. This midwife is checking Megan and is asking Megan questions in the middle of checking her and expecting Megan to answer.
Yeah, I'm
and
not,
then
I couldn't even think about what, I don't even know what my name is at that point. So yes, I don't know an answer. That's why I brought her on purpose, so that she could help me remember my birth plan.
Right. And then that's why I was like, hold on, just finish what you have to say and I'll give you an answer. And then she starts asking me, what are your qualifications? I wish I would have been like, you know what? Shut the fuck up, take your hand out, and we can all talk for a second. Because how the hell do you expect us to get anywhere and ask her questions when she's obviously in agonizing pain and your husband was too busy trying to keep you calm and your mom was panicking too because who wants to see their kid in pain? Ugh, I think about it often and it pisses me off.
I know. I that made me so mad that she asked your qualifications. I'm like, it doesn't matter what your qualifications are. You don't need qualifications to be my advocate.
And then after she got her hand out of you, we had the conversation and I told her, I was like, my specialty is Megan. I know what Megan wants.
We've talked about my birth plan over and over.
And that's why you're right. And she can't think straight when she's in agonizing pain. So that's what I'm here. And she's like, oh, okay. It's like, great.
That was probably the only hiccup, really. Otherwise, it was beautiful.
It was.
We'll
go in detail one day, but
yeah. Oh my God. I'm sorry to bring that up because I know that was.
But that's my true. No, that's my true nature. That's my true self. I love when I get to actually go and start ripping people's jugulars out.
But when I like to, I think I always think about like better comebacks for like an argument after
worst.
In the shower, like hours later. I'm like, damn it!
And you're like, hold on, let me call you back so I can tell you what I really think.
Yeah. Put a whole pause on this. I'll come back to you when I've thought about it because it's hard to. I mean,
well, that's why I interrupt people so much because it's like. I hate when you're in an argument and they're like, let me finish. It's like, no, I can't let you finish because you just made a point and I have to answer and I'm going to forget by the time you're done.
And that's why this happens. It's like, if we don't interrupt each other, we will forget. And half the times when we're talking, you're saying something, I'm like, I'm going to say this. And then by the time you finish, I can't remember.
Exactly. If I don't sit here and repeat the same thing in my head over and over and over, I'm going to forget it. And then I'm not going to listen to what you're saying to me because I'm too worried about what I'm not supposed to forget.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Well, if we reach the end of our podcast, I think
that's a good stopping point for today.
Episode 3 in the books.
Yay. Kind of deep.
Yeah, this one was a deep one.
Kind of deep.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Well, thanks for coming back. If you came back and you made it to the end, you're the best. We love you so much. We love you. We're sorry about last week, but, life happens, and we're going to keep coming back. We'll see you next week.
And we're chronically _off topic on TikTok and Instagram, and Spotify and YouTube. We're chronically off topic podcast.
Yeah. So follow us. We'll put it up on the screen for you. We love you guys. Thank you again for coming back. We'll see you next week.